Hi, it's Deb from Deb's Days Designs, and I'm back with another sewing project. Today we're making this vintage style dress that's really a clothespin bag. It's a fun way to keep those pins handy when you're hanging up your laundry out on the clothesline. Before I get started, I publish new content frequently, so be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel or stop by the blog at debsdays.com and check out my Etsy shop, Deb's Days Designs. That's where you'll find a digital version of this project. You can download it at home and print out the entire pattern. It has the materials list and cutting measurements, step-by-step written instructions, color photos, and the printable pattern pieces. Or, to save paper, read through the directions on your device and just print out the pattern. All right, let's get this project started. Along with your regular sewing supplies for this project, you'll need a main fabric, a lining fabric, a pocket fabric, double fold bias tape for the neckline, the top of the pocket, and the pocket edge. I used both 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch wide kinds. Ribbon and optional trims. Clothes hanger. I used an adult-sized one. It measured about 16 inches wide. And of course, you'll need the printable pattern pieces. First, cut out pattern pieces A and B and tape them together. Fold the back lining fabric in half and place the pattern piece against the fold, pin it in place, and cut it out. Fold the main fabric in half so it measures 9 inches wide. Place the pattern piece against the fold, pin it in place, and cut it out. These will be the back pieces of the dress. Separate pattern pieces A and B. Tape piece C to the top of piece B. Place the pattern piece against the fold of the main fabric and cut it out. This will be the front piece of the dress. Fold the pocket fabric in half and place pattern piece D against the fold and cut it out. Open up one side of the 1/4 inch wide double fold bias tape. Align the raw edges of the bias tape with the raw edges of the wrong side of the pocket fabric. Work your way around the pocket using fabric clips or pins to hold it in place. Stitch near the crease of the bias tape all around the pocket. Flip the piece right side up and fold the bias tape back into place and clip away any excess bias tape that extended past the top of the pocket. We'll stitch the front of the bias tape in a bit. Baste the top of the pocket about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the fabric. Pull on the stitches to gather the top of the pocket piece so it measures about 8 inches. Cut a piece of 1/2 inch wide double fold bias tape so it measures 15 inches. Find the midpoint of the pocket piece and the midpoint of the bias tape. Stitch the bias tape to the top of the pocket using the same technique we just used or my shortcut method. Open up the fold of the bias tape, make sure the widest part of the tape's at the back, and place the raw edge at the top of the pocket near the crease of the bias tape. Fold the bias tape back into place, use fabric clips or pins to hold it in place, and stitch about 1/8 of an inch from the open edge of the bias tape. No need to stitch the bias tape beyond the edge of the pocket. Place the front fabric piece with the right side of the fabric facing up and place the pocket on top and pin it in place. Angle the loose ends of the bias tape up slightly. Stitch the top piece of the bias tape to the dress from the corners of the pocket to the sides of the dress and reinforce the corners of the pocket with some additional stitching, but don't sew the pocket closed. Then stitch around the sides and the bottom of the pocket near the open edge of the bias tape to secure the pocket and the bias tape to the front piece of the dress. Place the back fabric with the right side of the fabric facing down and place the lining fabric on top with the right side of the fabric facing up and stitch all around the piece using a scant 1/8 inch seam allowance. Stitching these pieces together with the wrong sides facing will help limit shifting for our next steps. With the back lining fabric facing, fold the armhole edge over 1/4 inch and press it. Fold it over again another 1/4 inch and press it. Do the same on the other side. With the wrong sides of the front fabric piece facing, fold the armhole edge over 1/4 inch and press it. Fold it over another 1/4 inch and press it. Do the same on the other side. Stitch each armhole about 1/8 of an inch from the open edge of the fold. Place the back piece with the main fabric facing up. Place the front piece on top with the right side of the fabric facing down. Align all the edges and use fabric clips or pins to hold it in place. Stitch the shoulders together using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Stitch from the bottom of the armhole, around the piece, up to the bottom of the other armhole using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Use an overlock stitch or a combination of a straight stitch and zigzag stitch to reduce fraying. Clip away the extra bias tape. Turn the piece right side out and press it. Open up the fold of the bias tape. Make sure the widest part of the bias tape is on the bottom. Place the raw edge of the neckline near the crease of the bias tape. Fold the bias tape back into place and work your way around the neckline using fabric clips or pins to hold it in place. Stitch all around the neckline about 1/8 inch from the open edge of the bias tape. Add additional trims if desired. Find the midpoint of the ribbon and place it at the midpoint of the back of the neckline. Stitch back and forth over the ribbon to secure it to the dress. Place the clothespin bag on the hanger and tie it in place to secure it. And just like that, you have a unique way to store your clothespins. Join me next time when we make yet another clothespin dress. See you then!